What's up, gents? DirtBag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. We are doing a floor 90 Griffin hard today. We just finished Dragon video. That stressed me out. But we're going into the Griffin 90 because we actually recorded this prior, and now we're actually going to go over it and kind of tell you some strats and kind of how to beat it. And this is mainly ROTOS. So if you have ROTOS, we're gonna show a ROTOS essentially solo guide for this Griffin. Okay, so let me just make sure we have the right. Okay, cool. So let me expand this for you guys. Now, when you get to the Griffin, it's pretty simple. The whole goal is to just DPS it down as fast as possible without taking 2 hits and dying. So a lot of you guys might see strats like this where you have like a Trunda, ROTOS, the orc chick that can have all the allies attack. You might see a Septimus in here, like anything that really makes your guys just do unbelievable amounts of damage. The only thing I don't like about that is it's not really reliable for like newer players, and you can't do enemy max HP because it's only limited to like 10% or something. So that's kind of where you're really hindered. So we tried it this way, didn't really work out for us. We got him down to, I guess, there, and then people just started getting hit really hard. As his turns keep going, you see it at the top, like left, the little 6 wing thing. Once it gets up to 20, he just destroys you. Like, Bad L's about to die. He's got no healing on himself, and he's dead. Okay, and now the orc chick's about to die. Trunda just doesn't do enough damage. My Trunda doesn't do enough damage for me on this boss. But I'm curious how far we can actually get. If we can get up to this part and then ROTOS takes over, that could also be good, because again, the whole guide here is to really kind of like use ROTOS to our advantage. So you can really 2-man this with Sile and ROTOS together, just providing enough heals. Once ROTOS gets up to like unkillable status, he's just so hard to take down. I'm surprised that Trunda still lived right here, but this is kind of video showing that this is what didn't work for me. Okay, so let me fast forward this a little bit. Where did we get to? So we're still going. All right, so now ROTOS is all by himself with still 25% of his HP going. But notice the fears. The fears is kind of really what was hard about this boss, because he can really solo it without the fears. If you get fears on him, it's not good. I think this is showing that he had Relentless gear first before we switched it up to Lifesteal gear. So this is him in Relentless gear, doing, pretty good damage. Let's see if I can get down to killing the boss. 63k, that's pretty good. 43k, and finish off the boss. Cool, so this is a strat, I guess, just DPS as fast as possible, and then have ROTOS just finish it. That was actually our fastest run, 5 minutes 37 seconds with 115 turns. But look at that team. Who the hell wants to do that team? Like, who the hell has this team? This is stupid. All right, so now we're at a second match with a little bit more friendly. Ignore Bad L. Bad L is literally only there to increase my crit rate. If you can get up to 100% crit rate, that's a lot better. But I'm going to kill off Bad L pretty quickly to show you that you don't need Bad L. Bad L literally is just there for the crit rate for ROTOS, so that way ROTOS has 100% crit rate, so we can do more damage for the boss. All right, but pay attention, ROTOS. We're doing this kind of manually, but systematically. ROTOS has the mastery that if he kills people, he increases his damage and increases his speed. How to get around the 250 speed for the Griffin is you have ROTOS kill as many people, as many of the waves as possible, which carries over each round and increases his damage and speed. So that's kind of how you want to do with it with the solo, is you want ROTOS to get the last final kill on the adds to increase damage and speed. And that's how you can get away with him coming in at like 220 speed, because if he's not at 250, he's going to be surpassed by the Griffin. So you want to kind of DPS everybody else and then have ROTOS come in for the killing blow. So that's my insight on if you're going to do the ROTOS solo, is you want ROTOS to kill the final waves every single time. All right, so let's get down to, let's skip this wave. We're on the second wave now, hopefully, after this. All right, so watch, he comes in, gets the final kill, boosts up his stats. So now this wave, again, pretty easy. You just want ROTOS to come in and finish off all the waves. Let's see where we're at with the Griffin. Look how much health ROTOS has. Like, it's ridiculous. But he's just taking care of all the ads. He's super fast. Okay, so now look, Bad L is dead. I'm going to try and not res him to show you that you don't need Bad L for this. Okay, he's really literally just there for the increased crit rate. I'm sorry. We resed him, but I want to kill him. I think he's going to die for the boss. But look at, we got the guy all the way down here, the rare. You can bring her in for some heals. Doom Priest picked up a lot of good stuff when it comes to Doom Tower. So if you have Doom Priest, level her up. She's definitely worth it. She actually helped us kill Doom Tower 120 hard for that. So let's fast forward this. I want to see if this is the one where I killed Bad L. No, we just put this on auto. So I guess we put this on auto to see if we can actually do it on auto. Now look at the health up top. We're already up to 18 stacks. These guys are about to die. We have Sile and ROTOS left. So Sile, this is still on auto. Sile's getting up. It's just ROTOS and Bad L now. Alright, so this isn't the one that we killed off Bad L pretty quick. This is the one where I think ROTOS dies. Yeah, he takes like 3 hits in a row, gets below 50%. Once he's below 50%, he basically will die. So where is he at now? And again, at the end, we're going to go over Masteries, books, gear, everything that we need to know to kill this guy. All right, so this is the one where he died. So now this one is we're killing off Bad L. Like you see, he's dead. And I'm just going to show you that we can do it without him, with just a rare Apothecary, Sile, and ROTOS. So notice we're going all the way to wave 2. Wave 2, he's back up. Oh, I think we want to kill him. But notice 2 rares. Bad L, who's literally just there for the crit rate, and Sile, who's a free legendary. So let's see what we can do here. So we just start off by doing some damage. He is in a lifesteal set, this one. Apothecary, very good rare to bring in here. But look, I just want him to do his A1. I don't want him to heal at all. She can heal because she's a rare Pinkkeeper. Apothecary is in Relentless set. Very good for him. Battle, I just want you to die. There you go. So I think this is where we like aim for him to die. But most of the damage is done through ROTOS right now. About 10% of the damage gone, all through ROTOS. Bad L is just doing his A1s, no healing, no poisons, none of that stuff. Somehow he's not dead yet. But let's get, alright, there you go, so he died. So now we'll play it from here. We're a little bit over halfway. But we got another dead guy. We got Apothecary, who we want to, you know, just die. I kind of want to show you that you can just 2-man it by bringing rares in to get you to the boss. And then once you get to the boss, you want them to die because the Masteries make ROTOS faster and hit harder. And then it's really just Sile and ROTOS killing off the Griffin. All right, so now we're at 19 stacks halfway through. So now he's at 20. So literally full stacks on auto. Of course, Bad L, we put on auto, Bad L dies. All right, so Bad L's dead. ROTOS is coming in and just doing what he's got to do. His health is like ridiculously high now. It's probably like over 100 some K. Sile obviously put on auto. She's going to keep resin the leader. But then he just dies right away. Dead. Sile might go down here, but I think at this point, ROTOS is good enough and has enough HP to take down the Griffin. He's got the counterattack. Yeah, so counterattacks, it's 80k on a counterattack. Taking extra turns. His speed is super high now because he killed a lot of the ads getting here, and his guys are all dead. So he's just whipping through these turns. I think he's like 2-to-1 right now. 1, 1. All right, so maybe 1-to-1 ratio with the boss. But at this point, it's not even fair for the Griffin. Like, ROTOS is so overpowered right now. And then the Griffin just goes down. So this build right here, I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing for it. All right. So 8 minutes, 29 seconds. That was with me manually through the ads to make sure that Bad L doesn't do anything, because I don't want to show Bad L off. I kind of wanted to show Rotos and Sile. So let's minimize this. Let's bring up Rotos. All right. So first off, Sile and Rotos right here, back to back. Sile was not in Stalwart set. This is actually for the Dragon. But Sile, initially, I didn't change any of the Masteries on her. These are her Masteries. Really just built for resistance. So resistance and a little bit more heals. But this is kind of the Masteries that you want to use for PvP, for PvE. She's made to just like be the best support champion in this game, healing ridiculously amounts. So if you copy these down, again, these are very good for PvE and PvE, but these are the Masteries that we used. The skills, they are booked out. She's a very good champion if you want to book her out. And then the artifacts, speed, and I had a stun set on her. You can use stun set, that's really what she's really good, but you're probably going to switch it to Stalwart when you get to the Dragon hard in Doom Tower. So Stalwart, start saving up because you're definitely going to need it. Her stats were probably around, she had HP chest piece, probably around like 70k HP, 3,500 defense, as fast speed as you possibly can. 240 plus speed would definitely be good for her. You don't need crit rate. Again, she's really just a support piece. Over 400 accuracy. Again, the Masteries are going to help out a lot with that. You get down to this, you get an extra 50 resistance. You get 10 here and more as the fight goes on. Here you want defense or HP, HP or defense, and then resistance for this with speed, defense, like 24 extra defense on the banner with some speed roll. Is kind of what you're aiming for, but mainly resistance. All right, so again, you want to get over that 400 resistance, because when the Griffin does like the fears or the Dragon does like their spells, you want her to resist it, so that way she can either res somebody or do the stuns against the ads. All right, so that's kind of what we're doing here. But the main man that we're focused on is this guy right here. All right, I didn't change anything after this, after making that video, so this is all exactly the same. We did book him out. He's a very good champion that you want to kind of invest into. So really good for PvP, obviously really good for PvE now. Masteries, we went down to War Master. We want him to hit really hard. So let me get out of the way. So these Masteries are kind of what we're aiming for. Now, what are we going to look for right here? Increases speed for 6 for each enemy killed by this champion. So that's kind of what I was saying, where you want to finish off the ads to increase 6 up to 18. So you're going to add an extra 18 speed across every round as he's killing the champion. So you basically kill 3 champions, your max speed there. All right. This is going to help out when he's at 50%. You want him to heal, so he's going to do more damage when he's below 50%. But he's also going to heal with this as well. So heals by 5% of damage inflicted when attacking 50% HP or less. So he's going to do more damage and heal for 5% just because of that mastery. All right. So this one increases damage inflicted by 5% for each dead ally, so 10% when your allies are dead. Again, all this kind of goes hand in hand with this build. All right. This one also increases damage, stacks it to 12% for each person killed. So that's increasing the damage. And right here we're going a little bit accuracy. We only went this just to get down to here. 5% chance to increase cooldown, but this one right here is what we needed. I tested out, guys. I tested out this build right here for the counterattack and remove 1 random buff. Didn't matter. I tried it, didn't work, wasn't worth it. So I went with this build just to increase the speed. 24 extra speed is huge, right? 8, 16, 24. So when everybody's dead, you have 24 extra speed on your team without doing anything. And that's kind of the goal, is you want him to be super fast, hit really hard, and heal himself back up. All right, so these are the masteries you want to kind of aim for with our Rotos. Now the gear-wise, not very specific, just kind of like make sure you have speed. So we start at 233 speed, all right? Starting 233 speed plus the 24 speed that we get, 257 speed plus the extra, 16 extra speed if you killed people. It's a lot of speed, right? And that's kind of what you need with these masteries and the gear to kind of make sure that you're going over. Now look at the crit. Again, we only brought in Bad L because of that crit. You can bring in other people that have crit leads if you just want to kind of bring them in and have them die. Completely up to you. Or get up to the 100% crit rate. Probably get up to 100% crit rate. He's only at 218 crit damage, which isn't a lot if you look at some of my other builds. But 100% crit, over 200 crit rate, or crit damage, that's kind of what you're aiming for. These don't matter. Resistance could help, again, getting rid of that fear, but you'd have to get over 400 resistance, which probably isn't worth it, taken away from these other stats. 4600 attack, we did that with the attack chest piece with speed. Crit damage with speed. I think everything has speed on it. Speed, crit rate. Lots of speed there. That's 20 speed on the there. 40 on that. This one attack, just as much attack as possible with speed. Crit damage, obviously, and then this could be he does damage based off HP too, but HP with a 19 attack percent right there, so it's a pretty good ring. And that's it. Lifesteal set with speed to make sure that you're getting your speed up and healing back up. Why is ROTOS so good? How is ROTOS able to do this? Because of his passive. So we'll decrease damage from enemy hits so that incoming damage from a single hit will not exceed 50%. The Griffin double hits you if you drop below 50%. So he was like made for this, right? This champion was made to beat the Griffin solo, essentially. So when he's taking enough damage, decrease damage taken from bosses by 15%, decrease damage taken by 30%. All right, so that's a Siffy. So this says does not work against bosses. That doesn't make sense because he doesn't take any damage. Okay, grants an extra turn if the damage reduction occurs. So that doesn't work against bosses. This works against bosses. Bottom part doesn't work against bosses. Now he gets up to an extra. This champion's max HP will increase by 15,000 when the skill is used against bosses. So you're increasing it up to 60%. Cannot exceed champion's max HP more than 60%. Champion's max HP more than 60%, 1 per battle. So you're increasing your HP by 60,000. So if you're starting at what 30,000, you basically get up to 90,000 HP, and you're healing with the lifesteal. You're healing with the Masteries. And he's proccing War Master every single time, so you're just healing all the way back up every single time. But that's kind of what he's doing, is he has a chance to go again with his A1, 25% chance of granting an extra turn, which is pretty clutch. This one increases your HP, so you want to do this as quick as possible, and then this one just hits really hard, so you're able to block a lot of the defense. Yeah, so this just hits really hard. This also hits really hard, but this gives you your HP, so do this as quick as possible. And this has a chance to go again. But his passive is really what is making him go very, very well against the Griffin. All right, so hopefully this guide is, if you have ROTOS and you haven't even tried him yet, or you're trying another battle, just bring ROTOS and Sile in with a bunch of other, DPS champions. The first run I showed you, it was a lot of DPS champions just to burst it down as fast as possible, and then ROTOS and Sile took over. The third one was ROTOS and Sile just kind of two-manning it, letting everybody else die pretty quickly, and then two-manning it. So you can go either both routes. Burst as fast as possible with, like this chick, Krayla Witch Arm. Somebody that could do a counterattack, like kind of joint attack, do that really quickly. Or just have a lot of HP champions, like coming in and just healing. So Doom Priest, very good. Mausoleum Mage, really good. Obviously Doom Priest. Maybe Dreg could be very good, providing a lot of heals. Vrask is very good against the Griffin. She is amazing almost everywhere in this game. So really champions that are going to give you your increased healing buffs, bring those in with Sile and ROTOS. Good game. It's easy. Like, I think anybody can do this boss as long as you have ROTOS with lifesteal, War Master, and Sile really tanky, super fast, and with resistance, and then you should be good. So guys, hopefully this helps you out. Let me know who else you guys want to see. Again, there's a video for the dragon. Go check that out. It's 120 hard. That was literally the hardest one I've ever tried. This one also was very hard until we actually saw the ROTOS solo video. So we're like, hey, we got ROTOS, let's throw them in here. We have 2 ROTOSes. I haven't tried it with 2 ROTOSes yet. My second ROTOS is not built at all, so I don't want to do that yet until it's actually needed. You guys, appreciate it. Let me know what you guys thought. Put it in the comment below. Join the Discord. DirtBag Nation has its own clan now, so you definitely want to join that. We just have a Clan v Clan coming up in 9 hours. We hit the qualifications, so let's go DirtBag Nation. Appreciate all y'all. Thanks for everything. Good luck with everything, and we'll see you in another video soon.